Hello everyone, I'm your host, Elias Sarantopoulos, and welcome to another Vectornator app tutorial inside your iPad. This time around, I'm going to show you how to create your next isometric illustration based on a custom triangular grid with different angles and shapes. So inside Vectornator and with our guided triangular grid on, and by looking first at the flat drawing of the letter V, which is 4 boxes wide by 5 boxes tall, inside a bounding box, where basically all begins. So I'm going to start this off this way. I'm going to create a new layer and rename this to bounding box. And then under the settings inspector and under the snapping tab, no need for any snapping, since this is a guided grid, at least not for now. Okay, so I'm just going to pencil zoom in a bit here and tap to activate the pen tool. And I'm going to start this off drawing first the 4 boxes wide. So 1 point here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 there. And then we're going to do 5 boxes tall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and 5. There we go. So now I'm going to switch to the node tool. I'm going to make sure that this sits perfectly fine right on top of the triangular grid. Okay? And that's why we drew this. Okay, so we're done with the bounding box, which means I'm going to lock it. And then I'm going to create a new layer, which I'm going to rename this to letter V. Okay. So, and then I'm going to switch back to the pen tool. I'm going to make sure this time I'm going to change the stroke color to something else other than black. Okay. And I'm going to, again, looking at the drawing here, the flat version, I'm just going to lay down the points. There we go, like so. Again, I'm going to tap on the node tool and I'm going to make sure that this sits again perfectly fine on the triangular grid. I mean, overall I did a great job, but still I want to make sure that everything looks perfectly fine here. All right. And I believe we have 2 more, this one and this one. Like so. Okay? Great. So, what's next? Well, we drew the 2 axes, which is the X and the Y. Now we're going to go for the Z axis for the depth. Okay? Again, I'm going to consult this time the other version that I drew, that you can see the Z-axis, the depth. And I'm going to continue this on the same layer. I'm just going to tap and I'm going to do a very rough job here. And notice that whatever I do, whatever box I create, it's a closed box because we're going to color these. Again, I'm following what I'm looking at. There we go. And if I toggle off the visibility of the bounding box, here is that letter V. And all I'm going to do is just basically spend a little time and make sure that this sits right on top and exactly where I want this to sit on the other axis and on the bounding box. So let's go ahead and move to the number 3, which is 6 boxes wide by 8 boxes tall. Again, I'm going to tap to create a new layer here. That will be the bounding box. But this time around, I'm going to rotate the canvas a bit and draw this on another angle to add a bit of variety. So I'm just going to tap to activate the pen tool. And let's see, I'm going to start from here. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 8 boxes tall. So I'm going to count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One here, and then I'm just going to tap on the very first node to close the box. Then I'm going to tap on the node tool. Again, I'm going to pinch in to make sure that this sits perfectly fine on the triangular grid. Okay. There we go. And this one too, like so. Okay, so we got the bounding box. I'm going to lock this layer. I'm going to create a new layer. That will be the number 3. Okay. Again, I'm going to switch to the pen tool. I'm going to change the stroke color to something else other than black so I can see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to follow the drawing that I'm looking at, and you guys see the same thing. The difference is that this is a little bit more complicated. So I'm going to do a rough job here. And again, I'm following the drawing. Okay. So I finished the flat version of the number 3, drew the 2 axes, the X and the Y, and I'm going to draw the Z axis, the depth. But as you can see, the number 3 tends to be a little more complicated, as you can see from the drawing on the side. So what I'm going to do is to help me to see that is just changing the stroke color. Okay. And then I'm going to start drawing this, again, looking at the drawing on the side and create boxes, basically closed shapes, because we're going to color this. So I'm going to spend time a little on my own drawing this and see you in a few seconds. So we are done with both the letter V and the number 3. So it's time to color everything and show the true value of drawing inside a triangular grid. The only thing that I added was a color palette, so I'll be able to sample those colors and apply them to the letter V and the number 3. And of course, I'm just going to focus on these separate layers to give them a color by using the eyedropper tool. Now let's go ahead and take this even further by applying some textures to the sides of the letter V and give it a bit more depth. Now these textures are vector textures and they are free to download and use them for your own projects. Now the first thing I'm going to do is actually toggle off the visibility of my grid here. No need to see that anymore. But also I'm going to change the background color instead of white to perhaps this yellow here. There you go. I'm just going to lock this back again. And then I'm going to focus on the letter V, which means I need to be on this layer here. I'm going to tap on the photo library and I'm going to bring one of the textures here. There you go. And right now you can see this sits right on top, which is fine. I'm just going to scale this down a bit and move it closer to the letter V. Perhaps I need to scale this even more. There we go. Okay. And then I need to see where is this going to sit. Well, it's going to go to one of the sides. So let's see. It's this side actually. So I'm just going to tap and bring this under. And then I'm going to swipe to the right to have those 2 layers selected, the curve and the image. And then under the path inspector, all I'm going to do is just mask those 2. You see? Great, right? So let's do one more. Let's bring in again the same texture. Again, I'm going to size this down. I'm going to move it to the side. Perhaps size it down by tapping on the scale tool. There we go. And then I'm looking at which curve will be applied, which is this one. So I'm just going to tap and bring this under. There you go. And then I'm going to swipe to the right to have both of these selected, and under the path inspector, again, I'm going to mask those two, like so. The last thing I'm going to add for this Vectornator tutorial is a shadow behind the letter V to kind of imitate the natural light source. But first, I'm just going to marquee select the letter V, and then I'm just going to scale this up a bit, like so. And then I'm just going to marquee select the number 3, just move it out of the way a bit. There we go. And then let's see, I'm going to lock the letter V, tap to create a new layer. This is layer 1, I can rename this to shadow. I'm going to tap and bring this under the letter V layer. There you go. And then I'm going to use the good old pen tool. Let's see, with no fill, just a stroke for now. And just add some points here. I'm going to tap on the node tool to move those points around. And it depends what you're going for, okay? So let's see, no need for a stroke. Just going to go for a fill. And this time I'm going to go for a linear gradient, where the first color will be the yellow, the same with the floor. And the second one will be the black color. In this case, because I want to blend this even more, I'm going to bring its opacity lower and perhaps move those gradient stops a bit. In closing, this is my thought process creating isometric letters and numbers inside a triangular grid. As for the grid itself, you can create your own custom one with different angles and degrees, which will give you some great results. Thank you for spending time with me. Let me know if you have any questions below the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share the knowledge.